We're not fighting the military. We're not trying to secede from the United States. If we do, then we're losing all the progress we're actually trying to make.
My name's Noah. This is my first day manning the daytime barricade. I ran the nighttime barricade. We are not at all really like how people are saying. We don't stop anyone from coming in. We don't, pat people down. We just let people come in and just be who they want to be.
So once you walk through the barricades, as anyone is freely allowed to do, you'll see an atmosphere of people kind of just walking around.
We're moving in legality, and there's a lot of people who want to change that narrative to something that would make what we're doing illegal. We are not doing anything illegal. We are protesters, and so every day we have to get up and correct what someone did wrong or tried to establish or tagged all over the place, or the headlines that don't make sense. There's so much of that it actually deters, because then the type of people who come reflect the new narrative that's being spread online. So then we have people who are being agitators or aggressors or anarchists who want to fuck shit up, and that goes against what we're doing or why we're here completely. And we are not going to allow the conditions of people who want to detract from our mission to stop us from getting the equity or the leverage of the rights that we have.
So this is one of the more central areas of the Black Lives Matter movement here in Seattle. You can see behind me there's a very large mural that's now covering the street. Look around. You see families with children. A lot of music going on. There's a lot of live music at night. There's free coffee. There are medical tents. There is the No Cop Co-op, where everything is free.
We're getting supplies from everyday people. We're getting supplies from people with means. So it's definitely a movement by the people for the people.
I'm standing here kind of where everyone is camping. It's a pretty heavily occupied area. Close to maybe 100 tents. The center of this is the garden area.
So this is about giving Black people ownership of the land, allowing them to build their own self-sustainable communities, build their own economic systems. This one in particular is we're trying to create space for BIPOC, so Black, Indigenous, people of color, to come and garden together and just create relationships. 2020 has been an interesting year of creating a lot of situations where people were kind of forced to rethink how they live their lives, and we couldn't have asked for a better situation to I think a better time for this movement to occur. The ground was ripe.
Back into the protest area of Cal Anderson, where a lot of people are hanging out, waiting for the events of the night to get started.
Chaz Chop is not Coachella. There's still a lot of work to be done, and there's still a lot of things that still need to happen before we just start lounging around and start relaxing. I put this event on specifically because I wanted to touch on that, but also make sure that we're highlighting Black, Indigenous, and people of color voices.
Let these songs give something to your spirit. Not your ears, not what you hear with, but what you feel with. Come on. Come on.
Now there's been a lot of talk about this place. They said we're out here to party. Nothing could be further from the truth. We are out here to come and rejuvenate and network and build as people to come and do something better. We are proving that right here in Seattle, the world can change.